pretties. I hope you guys are doing well. It's Queen of Light 1111. I wanted to do a little bit of a different reading today. And I wasn't even planning on doing readings this week, but I can just tell that y'all need some help. I can feel it. I can sense it. I am holding on to the energies. And, you know, I think this weekend was really, really rough for a lot of the divine feminines. And so what I wanted to do today was I just did an Instagram reading. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me there because I do daily readings there, okay? Even through the holiday, I try to give you some of my time to, you know, keep you guys going and inspired and, you know, provide help if you guys are stuck in your head. So today what we're going to do is we're looking at just divine masculine, okay? We're looking at divine masculine. And this top row here, I love this deck. This deck is very special to me. It is the Syrian Starseed Tarot with the Star Tarot. And this is all 3D. If you guys know, I am a 3D reader. I don't read about 5D energies unless it's the Akashic Records, because it's very, very important for all of you to understand what is happening on this earth. What are the energies on this earth? And then using that energy and that guidance and those triggers to go into the 5D to do your healing. For a lot of people, by the way, do you guys like my new altar cloth? This will be my new altar cloth for the next several months. For a lot of people, what they do is, you know, they go in the 5D and they have this beautiful experience as it should be, but then they hold on to what that masculine looks like in the 5D, and then they come into the 3D after their meditation and they're like, the masculine's not doing any of this. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous because what happens in the 5D is the perfect version, the most pure version of divine masculine and divine feminine, of both of you. It's where you heal, it's where you can talk, it's where you can purge, where you can process. But when you come into the 3D and the masculine doesn't match, they're like, what the hell is going on? So this is exactly why I read 3D energies and then help you in the 5D with your healing. Because if you go out to a reader that does all this butterflies and rainbows, then you're thinking that that is what's happening in the 3D and the connection, and that's what people hold on to, attach to. And it's very, very disabling. It is not empowering, as beautiful as the reading can be, because it's supposed to be beautiful. It is very, it's like disempowering. It disables the person because all you're doing is waiting for that to ground. And it won't. It won't. I'm going to be real. It will not ground if you're holding on to that. Why? Because you're holding on to that and you're not doing your work. So today what I want to do is I want to look at, because look, divine masculine in this collective, he is awake. He is awake. So I'm going to look at kind of like his spiritual journey, right? Overall energy, his head, his heart, and his environment. In this deck, you don't need 50 million cards because these are very, very deep and meaningful cards. So we have one card here for his overall energy, head space towards divine feminine specifically, heart space towards divine feminine, and then the environment as related to divine feminine, okay? Then what I've done is I've drilled this down to see, all right, let's take these energies and see what is his overall energy towards divine feminine. And you will see we have so many duplicates. And you guys know that I only take flyouts. All of these cards have flown out. I did not bother to get multiple clarifiers on clarifiers. I feel very connected. I know exactly what is going on. And so this is what I'm going to talk to all of you about today, okay? Over the weekend, divine, masculine, and feminine took a little bit of a role reversal. Okay, there's a little bit of a switch. Divine feminine in like 9 of swords, 8 of swords, major obsessive energy, a lot around the past, a lot of purging, a lot of heavy energy. Masculine energy felt a little stable. So what happened was, and I put this on my Instagram, I really feel like divine feminine took a step back to purge, so divine masculine could take a step forward to lead, to pull in the union. And I really feel like that's what's happened. I really feel like that's what's happened. And it's interesting, okay, because I don't share much about my own journey, just because it's super sacred to me, and I don't want to put it out here on a public platform unless I'm guided to, which I will do at some point with my masculine. But even in my own journey, this happened, you know, and I'm pretty like connected and know what's up, but I even felt a little bit of a step back. But but it's interesting because it allowed my masculine to step into the lead, and he has been a leader in this connection as of late, not always, but it did feel really good. And it's interesting because as I had like my temper tantrum with him, you know, he was very calm, and which was very different because, you know, typically we'd both like trigger and fire off of each other. It's like boom, 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 like this ping pong, and that didn't even happen. And so it's this place of newness, this place of maturity, that when one starts to like, you know, get all flustered, the other one helps ground. And that's exactly what happened. And I thought that was like, whoa, to me, it felt like, this is different. Like, what are you doing? And so it just felt really good. And we were able to recover very, very quickly. So I really feel like a lot of you are going through something kind of similar. And there is a balancing that's happening so that the masculines can step forward. You know, they've done a lot of work too, right? As have we. But it is very much an energy right now where, you know, we are at the gates of union. We are, regardless of how it feels. If you are in this collective, and truly, I will tell you this right now, you will not know if you are in this collective if you don't. These are general readings, right? You've got to figure out a way to get a personal reading or whatever, because otherwise, I don't want to be leading you astray where you're thinking that this is your collective, and then like it's not, right? So it's very important that if you're resonating, that you figure out how to do, and this is no pressure, because trust me, I don't need everybody to come to me, but if you're holding on to these energies as your story and you're not seeing it on the masculine end, then I don't know what that is for you, because you can't only be just on the feminine side and your masculine's completely MIA. You might be at the earlier stages of the journey, and so you might want to go back to my older videos. In this energy that we are at, the masculine and feminine are communicating. There is communication. There is progress, okay? There's no union. They're still in separation, but I would say, as the intuitive who channels for this collective, that we are on the road to union. For sure, we are at the gates of union. We haven't taken the step towards union though, but we are at the gate. We are at the gate purging a lot so that the gates can open and we can take the steps up. So that's where we're at. Now, if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's get started with the bottom of the deck. And I love this deck. This is my favorite deck. It's also available on my Amazon storefront. I'm trying to figure out where to put this so that y'all can see this, because I'm going to be channeling for a while. These cards here are not cards that like, oh, Eight of Pentacles, Mastery. No, these cards are very, very deep cards, and they mean a lot. And so what I always do is I go by what the creator of the deck intended, and not just necessarily the typical traditional take a leap of faith, blah, blah, blah. So, Starseed. That is the bottom of the deck, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Starseed deck is the Fool. It's the Fool card in this deck. And I'm going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, here it is, in this drill down version, which is telling me this is what we're headed towards. This is what masculine wants. And what's also very interesting to me is that today in the Instagram reading, Divine Feminine's overall energy towards Divine Masculine was the Fool. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. So the Starseed, look at this. This is like, boom, we're out. We're out of the universe. We're plunging into the 3D. We're plunging into planet Earth. We're plunging into Gaia. This is about starting this new journey. This is the 0 point. Here's the 0 point. You guys hear a lot of people talking about the 0 point, coming to the 0 point. This is it. We're coming to the 0 point. This is the Starseed key. This is the ultimate trust in the divine, taking the leap of faith forward and being fearless, being resolute. It's about trusting on a soul level that we know exactly where we are headed now. We know exactly where we're going. I feel like the last time I did this reading, I feel like he was at the end. I feel like the Ascension card, which is the last card in this deck, is the World card. I feel like that came up. I almost feel like checking my Instagram or something to see if that's what happened. Let me just check, because I don't know when I used this last or what I used. Anyway, it could have been like my last Instagram reading when I used this. But at any rate, here we are at the 0 point. Here we are at the Starseed. And so I really feel like this is the energy where the Divine Masculine is like, I have faith. I'm ready to take the leap. I'm ready to start this journey. I have this unconditional love. I want this new experience, and I'm going to allow this to unfold and manifest. Why? 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a card of mastery. 8 of Pentacles is a card that I have done my work. I've been doing my work. This is about mastering myself. This is about discipline and commitment and dedicated effort and focus. This 8 of Pentacles is like this path to this enlightenment that you're going to take now as you restart this journey. He's taken his time. Some of you will say, yeah, he's taking his sweet ass time, right? But whatever, I don't care. Take as much time as you need to come forward in this mastered way. This is now, he's ready to apply this talent, this wisdom, this heartfelt creation into this new beginning. This is what he's ready for. You can't make this up. So now, what's happening in his overall energy as related, just in general, just in his journey in general? Look at this. 6 of Orbs and 7 of Wands. This tells me right away, 6 of Orbs is the swords, okay? So 6 of Swords. This is about moving out of all of this. This is all the stuff he did, all the work he's done in his life. This is all this drama, this toxicity, these other relationships that didn't work out, his own mind games, his own power control, like all of this stuff. Like, look at this fish. It's like flailing, trying to get out like a fish out of water to get into, look at this. There's this, this star here, to get into this smoother, more tranquil time. 7 of Wands clarifies this. So the 6 of Swords energy, okay, let's talk about this. This is his overall energy, okay, his overall energy. So this is the dolphin, right? This is the dolphin. And this is a symbol of his higher self, right? This is really about getting rid of the ego, getting rid of the turmoil that came out from the 5 of Swords energy, and really getting to a place where his mind is clear and calm, because this is where he wants to go, right? This is also this energy of trying to escape isolation and separateness that he was doing, right? He was in this energy, I'm gonna isolate myself, single for life, blah, 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 whatever it is, right? I'm never gonna commit, player energy, whatever it is. All this energy that was mind games and power plays. He wants to get out of this to move into a better time, to a finely tuned mind that doesn't have all this overwhelming emotion and mind tricks. This here is Metatron's cube. This is the flower of life. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you guys see this? It's over here. Metatron's cube. This is the flower of life, which is about that higher vibration of the creative mind to get out of this spiritual upset. So he's awake, right? Starseed, he's coming, bottom of the deck, he's coming into this new journey from this place of healing, from this place of mastery. So now we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands, when this card comes up, 7 of Wands is traditionally speaking a card of, defensiveness, a card of barriers, this card of aggression, right? This card is like the spiritual warrior on a battlefield. He's being tested. So through all of this mental entrapment, all of this stuff that he dealt with, he had to fight. He had to be a warrior in his journey. This is just about his overall energy. Do you see how I don't need 55 million cards? This whole thing paints the picture. And look I have been channeling lions. If you guys watch me on Instagram, I don't know why, but all I'm about is the lion, the lion, the lion, the lion. And look there's a lion here. So this masculine has had to be a spiritual warrior. He has been on the battlefield of life. He has been tested. Are you gonna do the right thing? Are you gonna do the right thing? Spirit, the universe, put him in the trenches. Put him in this water to flail, to find himself, to rise into his power. So the lesson of this Seven of Wands is to have the confidence to stand in integrity, in courage, in honor. And when things are uncertain, don't be influenced outside of you. Stay strong in your conviction. Do not get swayed. My goodness, that's his overall energy, okay? So now, headspace for divine feminine. Look at this. 3 of Flames and 10 of Wands. This has come up in a lot of readings, that 10 of Wands. Listen, we're getting to the ace, and guess what? It's right here. The ace is right here. That's right here. He is so close, you just don't even know it. So when the 3 of Flames comes out in this deck, that's the Wands, okay? The 3 of Flames in this deck is all about passion, right? Well, I mean, the flames are just generally about passion and fire. We already have the 7 of Wands. Now we have the 3 of Wands, okay? So this 3 of Flames, 3 of Wands, when this card comes out, this is really all about, it's all about moving forward with the decision, right? Of the 2 of Wands. Now we've made the decision. 2 of Wands is we're at the crossroads, 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 crossroads. And I'm not even joking. It's right here. And this is why the divine has stepped in and said, no more crossroads. Ace of Wands, the decision is here. So here, 3 of Wands. This is about moving forward with the decision. Knowing that abundance is a matter of being in the flow of Earth's rhythm. This is about looking at everything that you should be grateful for, not just abundance in the form of money, which is going to come up right here. I can't tell you how much, as I'm channeling this real time, because you guys know I channel real time, how much just in these few cards have resonated. I might just start doing this from now on instead of doing all the 20 million cards I usually use. But this is really about, looking ahead, looking at this bright sunset, looking at this flame, and celebrating the miracle of a new day and all the possibilities that he can manifest with his feminine. 10 of Wands though, right? Now that he knows that he wants it, how quick can he get it? How quick can he manifest this? 10 of Wands comes up. When 10 of Wands comes up, this is all about breaking through karmic blocks. This is about, I'm overwhelmed. He's had the fight of his life. He's overwhelmed. He's stressed. He has a lot of weight, a lot of commitments. But the gift of this card is breaking karmic blocks and reclaiming balance in your life. To take action towards this energy of the choice that he's made. This is shining the light on the choice. He's made the choice that he wants to bring in this union. He wants to bring in this union. So there's this energy where perhaps he's always been in the energy of, oh, my cup's half full. I need to have the job. I need to have the money. I need to have this. I need to have that. I need to have everything. But now it's because he's operating from heart center, right? He's operating from heart center. There's an energy here of, there's an energy here of wanting to manifest from the heart, wanting to manifest what is more fulfilling. What is more fulfilling? So now that he knows that he's fought all of his inner challenges, inner roadblocks. Now he's like, I know what I want to bring in. And now that I know what I want to bring in, it is the biggest burden. He wants to bring in union. Okay? Heart space for divine masculine as related to his feminine. Here we go. Here's the shadow. I'm not even surprised. Because guess what? Devil right here. This all goes together. This all goes together. His higher... So here's what I'm going to tell you. For this collective, especially those who have had readings and know that you're part of this collective, this is the blending of the 5D and the 3D masculine. This is the blending of this. So masculine here is blending. The shadow card. The shadow card comes up, right? This is the devil, and it's here. It's right here. And it's about money. Remember, we were just talking about this. I was so fulfilled by money, by job, by title, by possessions, whatever. But now, the shadow with the Page or Princess of Pentacles, clarifying. This shadow energy, see, here's the thing that I love about this deck. This shadow energy is like, this Starseed knows there's no such thing as Baphomet, right? Who's that horned figure that sits in the throne. The Starseed knows that there's no such being because the shadow key doesn't depict one. There's a shadow. They're in front of the pyramid. Here's the two lovers, right? What's interesting is lovers at the bottom of the deck, and we got the devil. So he's very much balancing his shadow and his light. So here in this energy, this is about him in the energy of, I am so attracted to my feminine. I am so attracted. The attraction is palpable, but I cannot have that be the only reason that I want my divine feminine. It can't be. I don't want to get caught up in that web of lust. It can't be. That cannot be the only thing. It also is an energy of addictions or dysfunctional patterns, which is, you know, this human obsession about ego and possessions and gratification and this like perceived control, right? So this is the energy when it's covered by the Princess of Pentacles, was that he's really confronting his shadow. He's really confronting his shadow right now. And so when we get the Princess of Pentacles, wanting to clarify this connection, the Princess of Pentacles, I love this card because this is all about healing and blessings in this deck. All about healings and blessings. This is the energy where someone is grateful for the opportunity to experience, evolve, and manifest divine creativity in the physical. So he's in this energy of, I'm grateful that I went through this shadow. I'm grateful that I went through this addiction or this, dysfunctional pattern because I've evolved. I've evolved. And now I want to manifest as my divine self. So the Princess of Pentacles energy, I mean, look at this. I've pulled this card for him before, and I don't use these decks very often. But this is the time where it's like he's wanting to communicate. He's wanting a new opportunity. He wants a solid relationship. But he's still in the princess energy, right? Which is this energy is I'm still a student of my shadow behavior. I'm still a student of this. I want to take this leap of faith because I've worked hard on myself. But in my heart, I'm still getting used to this energy. Still getting used to the energy of releasing this shadow. So this is very much an energy where he's wanting to really come forward and make an offer for a solid new connection. If you look at this depiction, the illustration on the card, okay? The Princess of Pentacles is like pregnant with this divine light. Okay? This energy, look at this. This is like 4 posts. Stability. Here's the enlightenment. Here's all of the beauty of nature, purity, and love. This is what he wants to offer from his heart. But he is grateful for the experience of his shadow. Okay? So now, environment as related to masculine. You can't make this up. Look at this. Reflection, Hermit, and the Mastery card, Chariot. Chariot. Reflection. He is in his hermit mode, in his environment. The Hermit. The Hermit comes up in this deck, and it shows us this first cycle of earthly reality. So he wants to burst out of the universe, plant here. He's done all that. He's done all that. And now in his environment, he has learned his essentials. He has learned everything. He knows how to manifest from magic, from his higher self. how to give himself love. What is the meaning of true strength? It's not all this possession and materialism. How to be silent and go within and contemplate. The cycle of the ace through the 9 has completed for him. So now he's resting in his environment before he charges ahead to his feminine. He's resting in his environment. He's looking at his magician's energy. He's looking at his intuition. He's looking at what he wants to create with his feminine. He's looking at himself as the emperor. He's looking at how to be moral and ethical. He's looking at his divine connection. He's looking at 7, the chariot. What's the 8 card in tarot? Oh man, I was on such a... Oh, strength. He's got the strength. And now he sits in reflection. I'm going to tell you something right now. We have the 0, the Fool. We have the Magician, 1. We don't have the High Priestess because he's already in his intuition. We don't have the Empress or the Emperor because I feel like they already stand as those energies. Right? We don't have the Hierophant because they already are awake and understand the spiritual connection. And then here's the spiritual connection for movement forward now. They've already gone through all of this. I'm the emperor. I'm all the queens. I'm all the kings. All of this. We've already gone through that. We're already using our intuition. We already understand that this is a spiritual connection in marriage. So now it's about bringing the union forward. I'm seriously channeling this like super, super real time. And I'm shocked myself about the stuff that's coming out of my mouth. Like I'm telling you, spirit has taken a hold. Reflection for movement forward. He's completed roll 1 through 9. So now with the Chariot card showing up, this is about action, change, but action through intuition, and then ultimately victory. The Chariot brings change. Chariot helps grow, evolve, and transform on so many levels. And change brings opportunity, new life, new reality. This is what he wants in his environment. Do you see how we have the 6 of Swords moving out of the craziness with your stance? And now from this spiritually evolved place, moving forward in mastery towards union. You've already made the decision. Now that you made the decision, how do I manifest it? This is about understanding and being grateful for the shadow and now wanting to make the offer to deepen the connection. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. So now let's drill down into the energy here. Look at this, bottom of the deck. Lovers, 4 of Pentacles. There is this energy, absolutely, of this divine partnership. 4 of Pentacles is the energy of holding on, not really sharing what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you want to say, right? This is what he's dealing with right now because he's in the energy of wanting to have this, but also reflecting intuitively to move forward in the appropriate way, not from a place of stubbornness. So he's still working out the kinks, So now let's go ahead and take a look. Overall energy towards divine feminine, 6 of Pentacles. He wants balance. This is what he wants to manifest. He wants balance. He wants reciprocity in this new creation. He wants to tear up the old, end the old, liberate themselves. This balance must be manifested. And I feel like, yeah, the storm is brewing. The storm is brewing within him. Because guess what? He wants this leap of faith. He wants this new beginning, the Fool card. But he is stuck in his head. He is stuck in his head, but he is stuck in his head looking at his experience, getting guidance from his intuition, from his higher self, from the universe. See, this is different guidance. Before, he'd probably use his ego. Now he's using his intuition. 10 of Swords, there's been a painful end. He's done so much hard work. And so he is a little leery. He is forewarned. He's being cautious. But guess what? The divine says no. The time is not now. Tower card, to be cautious. The time is now for this new beginning and get out of the crossroads. It is time to decide. You've made the decision. You know you want this masculine. You know that you want her. And guess what? Look at this. 10 of Pentacles. This abundance. cannot be based on money. It can't, which was from the past. He knows this. He knows this. That's that shadow. And here's that devil card. So guess what? Look at 2 knights end this reading. He wants to come forward, speak his truth, charge ahead. He's passionate. We already saw that here. He has a lot of passion for his feminine, and he is ready to expose himself. He is ready to shine the light on his love. He's ready to shine the light. Oh boy, I hope this was helpful for you. Oh my God, bottom of the deck, I didn't tell you this. Communication, overcoming barriers. This is what he wants to do. He wants to overcome the storm. He wants to communicate his experience. He wants to overcome this threat, this beware hesitancy, right? He wants to communicate his decision. He's waiting for the right time to expose his love for his feminine. This is his destiny. If you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.